Okay, so we are here on the website. I've just finished making my 3D quote system. We have now included where we were only STL. I've now included a number of different formats that we can use. So those are the types of 3D models that can be uploaded to our system so that you can quote. This is the system here, which if you look at, it looks quite normal, looks like most others, but there are a lot of differences. Um, you can upload with this up to 10 3D models at one go rather than loading one at a time and trying to get a quote for one at a time. So I can load more than one and it'll give me a batch order. So I can say I wanted all three of these, which is a customer asked me for before. So I can quickly go down here and say um, add more, add another one. So those three things that a customer wants a quote for, I don't have to wait and see do one at a time. Gives me an instant total price and individualistic prices. I can then view each model and it says, okay, I can select the, obviously, as normal, you can select the different colors. You can select different materials. It'll tell you exactly what the cost of those materials. It'll also select different manufacturing processes, which is normal for most things. I do. It has a feasibility check, so I can tells me is that feasible. What is the optimum position to print that on? The individual price for those things and the cumulative price for all of those. So if I wanted to just do one, so I just want to just reduce that to one. Gives me the same type of information that I'm looking for one, and then obviously the price breakdown gives you the total price breakdown over there. Now, what is different about this is that if a customer wants to place that order, obviously we are now saying, okay, you must create an account. So I've got an account here which I've created for a customer. So I can click on that. He's got his orders in here already, so he can check. Okay, those orders are running. They and what stage they are. So he doesn't have to be emailing backwards and forwards. He does get an email, three emails. One when the order is received because it'll ask him for a payment. Two when the order is in print, and three when the order has been shipped. But at any time, he can come back into his system, log into the system, and see where that is. He's got a quote running over here. So he says, okay, this is his quote that is running. He's going to want to order that. So he can then say, okay, I'm going to order that, which places an order on there. He's still got that quote running over there, but he can delete that if he wants to get rid of it. But there he's got three orders placed now, and they'll be placed on at this stage and on my system because he's obviously come onto my account. So I sign him out of that. So now if I sign into me as a manufacturer to show you the differences between this system and most other systems that are out there, I'll sign in as myself. Um, so these are coming to my operations to have a look at what orders I have running at the moment. These are the the three orders that guy's placed with me. He hasn't paid for this one yet, the one that he's just placed. So it's waiting for payment. As soon as he's paid it, I can move it onto there and then move it onto the print schedule. Okay, so that's managing that. So the orders I can see, okay, which orders he's wanted. So the one I'm waiting for an order is that one there. It tells me what it is. The 3D file. Well, this one here because it was a quote. Uh, so here it tells me the material, what it is, download the 3D model. I know what it is. I can print that. My machines, I can then modify the machines, which is normal. My materials, which is normal on any quote system. The pricing, I can then update that accordingly. And then I've got rules that I can set for my specific machines. So if I don't want I don't want to go beyond to the absolute limit on a machine, or if I want to make sure that it's certain minimal wall thicknesses, any overhangs, color printing. So if I've got a color printer set up, I can put it on. If it doesn't have a color print, it won't. So it won't accept that if a customer selects it. Um, then I've got the coupons here, which I then can give that to a supplier or a manufacturer. If he wants to use the system, I can then give him that, and then he gets free life access to the system. Or it signs up, I sign someone up to use the system, he gets a 25% off. And that's only valid, that coupon's only valid till end of summer. So I can shut it down or pick it up. I got my customers here, which is pulled in through the orders as they place an order with me. Their details, their emails, and that is all put in here. And um, the manufacturers, as I said, that guy has a lifetime plan, so he's for the rest of his life he never has to pay, or the rest of the time that he's using the system he never has to pay. This guy every 3 months he will have to pay. So and then obviously if you've got a yearly or a monthly, it'll also show up on that. The emails, so to send out the emails automatically on my system, and even when the manufacturer signs up on his system, he's got this facility to add his outgoing emails so that it will send messages to the customers. I've also got ERP system set up um, on all customers so that it'll track your orders, so you know exactly where the orders are at any given time. So and you can follow that system. You can add your materials if you want to add materials to that. Um, so you can see here, I can add materials, then modify this if I wanted to. But that gives me my material control. So I know what materials I've got around me when I need to order more, especially if you get a lot of orders. That's quite important. My this I've my machines that are on there I can utilize and make push the machines to those jobs. So you got one job in process at the moment. Um, and then as we go along, we can then have a look at the CRM, which just again pulls in your customer data, and that's going to pull the customer data from your orders. So the one order I've got running there, I can say, okay, do I have any more orders? I can sync that. No, I've only got that one order running on my system, which pulls through that ERP, or one customer that is on my system, which is that one there. My I think the workflow, which allows you to then automate, so you can add your rules, modify those rules. So it tells you when a order is received or payment is received, I can assign that to a machine. I can go to another that rule that I've set up, and that when it's when the status changes, automatically advance the status. Okay, so you can set up your own rules. You can, if you've got an external ERP CRM system, this will then create webhooks to then push the data in as soon as a order is progressed, or if there's been shipped or whatever. So your settings in my system, because I'm a super admin, I've just got the Stripe and the payment link. This payment link is important because whenever a order goes out at that stage, it sends that payment link to the customer so the customer can pay. If I sign out of that, and I'll just show you um, a normal manufacturing account. So if I go in here, so those are your 3 tiers. So they've got a 14-day free trial. So you can try that up, have your month, year, or your month or quarter every 3, and that continue. And then obviously all your details here, which signs up. Now again, I've made um, default custom or manufacturer, sign in, and this is what his system looks like. So he can receive orders exactly in the same way anybody else can. Um, and then this is his dashboard. So he can then he's got his 14-day free trial. He's got default machines that are put in here which he can delete if he wants. Materials again, they've got default materials which he can delete. He can add his own materials in there. Pricing, do the same with the pricing, exactly like I can. Um, the rules, he can add his own rules for the machines, and then he can watch his own orders. And this is again his own customer orders that he can track. Once he's shipped it, once he's ready to ship, he can then put the tracking number in there, and that will send that to the customer. It'll also be visible on the customer's um, system. Um, and then obviously that's the 3D model that was used for that order, which can be downloaded. So that's that. He can then also have his MRP ERP system, which moves along as it goes. As you can see, it's got one active order and it's ready to ship. The value of that order is £57. Okay, so that will track. Here he can put his inventory, which again is exactly the same. You put your material in there, how many you got, when you need to reorder, who you're going to order it from. Um, you got your machine utilization again, which is the same principle. He's got an order, it's in printing, where's it going to be used? The CRM, same principle. You can pull that in, sync that from a customer. He's got one order which comes through, and it's on his CRM system. He can add it here to add my number, so he can update that. So he's got more information on the customer, and then use it as a proper CRM system to be able to follow up on orders and go back to the customers. The workflow, the same principle. If you've got an external ERP CRM system, you create the webhook to communicate with that, and create your own automation rules. Your settings, again, you can modify it, change your the name of your business in there, what you want to be. You've got to change your primary and your accent colors. Um, this can then also be your quote. Well, the quote page is if you wanted to just share that page with a customer. You can embed that into your website, and it's got your the subscription plan, and then so here you got your email settings and your Stripe connections. Now, with the activation thing, the manufacturer decides yes, he wants to go beyond and he wants to sign up for a month or 3 months or a year. He clicks on that. It will then give him this, which then that code that I had for making it for a year or a 25% discount or anything. If he's got that code, he can add it in there, and he gets a discount or he gets a free lifetime access, as it says over here. So then all of them just proceed to payment. The payment page comes up, so it gives you your Stripe to make the payment on Stripe. If he had the discount or a 25% discount, it would reflect on here. If he had the free lifetime access, this page wouldn't even come up. It just avoids coming here in the first place. So going back, that's pretty much how the suppliers system works, and then how obviously how I can manage the customers and the manufacturers on the system. Once you sign into a manufacturing an account, you can then go backwards and forwards and actually place orders on other manufacturers. If you've got too much work to do and you don't have a machine or process to do, say you had a resin printer and it broke down, but some other guy's got it, you can then place that order on him through our platform, and only through the people that are registered on the platform. So it creates a collaboration circle. That is as Mitchell and Son 3D printing service. This is our software that we've created, and we do hope that people will find it useful and helpful.